Welcome back, everyone, to Sanity Lost, a podcast that I'm trying to figure something out real quick just to make sure I don't mess this up. Let's see. So that comes out then. Merry Christmas, everybody. This episode comes out on Christmas.
What? I was going to say, it's too early for Christmas.
Not when this episode releases.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yes.
Wait, does it literally come out on Christmas Day?
Yeah, Christmas Day is on a Monday.
That's
Make
so
sure to leave in the comments
exciting.
below what you got for Christmas.
Yeah.
Also explain why the heck you're listening to this instead of doing Christmas things.
I mean, let's be honest. I could see it if you need a break from all of that like family intensity. I get it. Just pop on some podcasts and chill out a little bit. I feel you.
Enjoy some green flame intensities.
Yeah.
After the
Clearly,
last
our
episode.
podcast is the one you should be listening to.
Definitely.
It's just like, hey, Mom, Dad, I'm done hanging out with you nerds. I gotta go listen to someone go hunt some weirdos that have paint on the walls. What? Oh no. But there's clown demons.
Glass eyes in the walls and green flames. Peace.
Yes, everyone informed me that apparently green flames is something tied to a completely different thing. And
if you know, you know.
I didn't, and I still don't, and I don't care.
You could get inducted this weekend, though, because you could stay late and actually participate in one of those games. Well, as an audience member.
Nah.
Nah. This will be a good year because Matt Mercer might show up. Boop-a-doo, boop, boop.
I hope he doesn't.
He's he's absolutely going to.
I was going to say, you could probably put money on it pretty safely.
I was going to say, yeah, pretty sure.
I'm just going to laugh if I get a text message and just be like, you didn't show.
I mean, if
I'll be watching it from home.
If he's scheduled to be a headliner or
right?
speaker, then,
Yeah, let's be honest, he's probably DMing the freaking game. Like, of course they're going to have him DM. Why not?
Hey, just be aware, no one ever plans for explosive diarrhea.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
So, that's just like, hey, the M-Man is not here because he can't get off the can. He is just blowing it up.
Okay, but that's different than like him not having been part of it or supposed to be part of it from the get-go, right?
I don't know. If he never showed up, then I guess he never was there.
Uh-huh.
Boom. Explosive diarrhea.
Uh-huh.
So now that we have no listeners left, let's get to the...
I don't know. I feel like when I hear people that listen to D&D or any like tabletop RPGs, like as any form of media, I feel like I don't listen to any of the ones they talk about because I do hear a lot about the critical roles role, not plural. Critical Roles sounds like a fun cooking show. How many rolls? A baker's dozen. Anyway,
he's also done stuff with Dimension 20, which is where I've seen him.
I've seen a little bit of them, but I'm not willing to pay a subscription.
I know. It does suck that they paywall their stuff because their stuff, I enjoy their stuff.
I understand why.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm not going to give you money if I have no form of reference of who any of you guys are.
Well, you can watch the first 5 episodes of their Fantasy High. Yeah, there's one of their series. There's one of their series that you can watch on YouTube to like get a feel for like how they play.
There's a lot of game changers.
I like
episodes
watching clips
YouTube
on TikTok.
as well.
Yeah, which
there's a lot of the Game Changers episodes that are also on Dropout.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Game Changers is fun.
They'll also frequently post shorts of the Make Some Noise which is one of the
Oh my gosh.
It's one of the shows
So
that
fun.
spun off from Game Changers that is hilarious.
Both of them. They're so fun. I just love, I mean, they were
Honestly,
before they became Dropout, they were
Is Ross Bryant on that?
College Humor.
College Humor,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So I know Ross Bryant from the Glass Cannon, and that's the podcast network that I listen to.
Yeah.
If you want to see some Call of Cthulhu,
Yeah.
Ross Bryant, like if you watch him from there, just imagine that, but all in 1920s, like Shakespearean lore, because he's a Shakespeare improv dude. Like that's his job.
He's
great.
The first Game Changers that he showed up on, where they did I can't think of what they did the spin-off name to, but it is basically a improv musical that they did. Play It By Ear is what they spun it off to. And just him and the other cast members for that one were just so fantastic. And here we are promoting Dropout TV. They should be sponsoring us right now.
Their cast, though, their cast is just phenomenal. I love Dropout so much. I do.
So happens when you have like a bunch of time to build up a whole bunch of stuff when there was nothing.
It's true. I mean, they started early in the YouTube game with their like improv stuff, and they've definitely grown it for sure.
I feel it's worth my Dropout TV money just for Brennan.
Oh, Brennan. It's the best.
So speaking about money.
Money?
Yeah. What you get for Christmas?
I mean, I just made a Christmas list. Oh, well, I can tell you one thing that I got for Christmas because I asked for it. I don't know I'm getting it. I got jujitsu self-defense classes.
Ooh.
Gonna get. I know. I keep telling John I'm gonna take him down.
The stairs? You're gonna like carry him?
Gonna win in wrestling matches now.
Whoa! Keep your marital disputes and fun activities out of our podcast, out of our Christian podcast.
Listen. Living with this man means like surprise attacks, and in no way, shape, or form.
Surprise attack you.
Yes.
No.
Now, what would be better, surprise or verbal?
I mean, I definitely don't want verbal attacks. So I guess
it sounds like you don't have a lot to complain about.
Well, this is why I'm taking my self-defense jujitsu, because now I can protect myself.
Is this what you're gonna like be able to like surprise attack, and then you do like a fun hand movement, and then there's a log, like Naruto?
No.
Wrong jujitsu.
Is this the one where you get drunk and punch things?
No.
Because that's just called Pink Irish.
No, they're not drunken boxing. The jujitsu is different than the drunken boxing.
Uh-huh.
Is this the one where you summon devils
We're still going.
to go fight other demons?
Yeah, let's go with that one. I like that one.
You're lying. I can tell by the pause in your voice. Is this the one where you get to shoot energy out of your fingers?
I mean, that's even cooler,
yes,
so I'll go with that one.
Yeah, because Yu Yu Hakusho is awesome. Anyway.
I would like to get back to Aikido. It's been quite a while since I did that one.
Isn't that a dog?
No. Not a dog.
Dave, you're doing real good on the guessing today.
Yeah, they got the Shiva and the Keto. One's
Oh
just
my
a
God.
buff Shiva.
Aikido. 3
Ooh,
syllables.
watch your mouth.
Dave, what
you say to
did
me?
What did you get for Christmas?
I don't know. I don't even know if I got invited anymore.
Well, I sort of early
Dave got
myself
canceled.
a lightsaber.
What?
Or mini saber.
Does it work? I want to see.
Oh, there goes
It has
his ear.
fire.
Ooh! That's so cool. Wait, is
Prove
it a
the fire's
lighter?
real by shaving.
No.
You don't shave with fire.
It's burned.
You've been doing it wrong, Dave.
That's why it's red.
There's some
That's
YouTube
not how that
videos. I'm
works.
sure that'll help you out.
I remember my mom getting very upset with me because I was at a place. I was working at a camp that required me to like be clean shaven, and so, and like at that point, like I went to college. Like it was a college that also ran a camp, and up there, I just got used to just shaving all the time, and then as soon as that was done, I didn't want to shave anymore. And so, but I remember my mom getting very upset because I saw this guy with a razor that was just a single blade, and all you had to do was replace the razor blade. And I was like, oh man, this would be really cool. And I was like, oh yeah, I think I'll ask for that for Christmas. And then I remember my mom was like, why didn't you ask for this for Christmas? And I was just like, well, as you can see, I stopped shaving.
Did she get it for you?
No, she didn't.
Oh, okay.
She's like, I thought you wanted this, and I'm like, I did, but not if I'm.
Now I'm a hobo, so
yeah. So, John, what martial arts are you learning for Christmas?
What's the one that like you put food in your mouth?
Sushi.
The gluttonous grasp.
Sushi
edition.
Glutjutsu.
Glutjutsu.
It's a good one.
I don't know. I always thought it'd be fun to go and like do one of those like kickboxing classes.
Yeah.
And then I realized I would actually have to leave the house.
Yeah.
So I don't.
You would. No.
So I just take steroids. There's no downside.
Yeah.
Do you?
Not at all.
Yeah, you take at least 5 syringes a day.
Wow.
And then you just don't eat.
Wow.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know that that's how that works.
This podcast is not a source of medical advice. Do not follow any instructions you may find here.
But mine, yes. I used to work in the nurse's office at a camp.
So I'm a professional.
That is true. Not the professional part. But I do have first responder training, and I get very annoyed watching TV, movie, video game stuff when like certain things happen. It's like, that's not what you do. It's
you mean you don't instantly
just
throw them all around and make sure that you roll them over 3 or 4 times?
Nah, my big thing is like if they have something embedded into their body and then they go and pull it out, you're not supposed to do that.
Oh yeah, just yank it out. It's fine.
Yeah.
Or if it's an arrow, you break it off and pull it out the other side.
Exactly, and then you got the flaming poker.
Then you take the mini saber
angry,
to it
drunk Scottishman.
Then you just take the mini saber to it to cauterize it.
Braveheart medical.
I'm so confused.
Anyway, from all of us to whoever's listening to this, Merry Christmas. And if you don't celebrate it, well, fill in the blank. I don't know. There's so many things that get celebrated. Do you happy? And then just fill in the blank, whatever that is. Because I don't know. I don't keep up with enough holidays.
Let's see. Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.
Should we make our own?
I'm missing one, I think.
Happy day.
Happy Haunt Day.
Happy holidays. There you go.
Happy joy.
Happy Haunted Days.
Does Scientology have a holiday?
I'll look it up. Let's see.
Or is it just like, hey, rent's due on your religion?
Let's see.
The birth of L. Ron Hubbard.
They do. Scientology celebrates
Hubbard
7 main holidays a year. It's not going to show me all of them.
The initial date of publication of the book, Dianetics.
Yeah.
Isn't that like a
Auditor's Day in honor of all auditors?
Oh my gosh. Can you just give me a better list, please? Okay. L. Ron Hubbard's birthday is March 13th. And they celebrate Scientology's achievements. Dianetics Day, May 9th. Maiden Anniversary Voyage. Oh my gosh.
It's probably for the sea, whatever.
Really? Yep. Sea Org Day is August 12th. Auditors Day is the second Sunday in September. The IAS event, October 7th, celebrates the anniversary of founding of the International Association of Scientologists. And then they have a New Year's event, December 31st. Interesting. The only normal one.
So
what about Aliens Day?
Well, so this is an interesting one to me that really tells you a lot about the religion, if you want to call it that. Is that one of the holidays is celebrating the maiden voyage of a 440-foot ship.
Uh-huh.
That is.
I mean, it didn't sink, so it was a big deal.
Yeah, the Titanic can't even say that.
Exactly.
Any poops, guys, welcome.
Well,
and hello, and if this is too much, well, join next week. So we're gonna start off our adventure where we left off last time. Everyone in a car, some snowfall, as they look up and they see some green flames coming from the broken wall that they were just exploring, but that are, man, once again, they changed all the stinking icons on Roll20, and I'm like, what is this? There you go. Where we have August Lockhart, Adele Lockhart, and David Winters all together staring up at the room that they knew had some strange paintings. As I hit play on the music. Before we get into it.
Oh no.
I want to just go around the group because I know kind of what the players are thinking, but what do you think your characters are thinking as first mission? Some weirdness is happening. So, let's see. Well, let's go with the person that was most opposed to staying here even a second longer after the radio shut off. August. John, what do you think August is thinking right now as he sees, like, pretty much these flames come up?
I mean, August is already out. He is, he barely was convinced to kind of hang in there. So I don't think it is going to take much to get him back on the "we need to leave now" track. So I don't think he doesn't want to admit that there's like weird supernatural things going on. He's still very much in the like there's a scientific explanation for everything. And so in his mind, that means there's somebody here, and that is more of a threat, you know, in his mind. So seeing something like that, he would be like back on the "we need to leave now" train.
All right. Well, let's talk to your sister, Adele. Adele, what is going through Adele's mind right now, Elizabeth?
Yeah. So I think where we left off, she was kind of dozing. So she's coming out of this fog as I'm assuming one of the other guys like pointed out the green flame. She is already on edge and had to kind of will herself to stay. So she's in this space of, I think she's afraid. And so feeling that like visceral need to just like run and get out. But she's also really curious. Because it's the weird, it's the supernatural, it's the otherworldly, which is the thing that she pursues and wants to know about. And so I think at this moment, she's very conflicted and like trying to will herself to not be afraid, but absolutely like feeling that, like the tightness in her chest and just like that protective instinct to just like turn the car on, drive away. And so I think she's really trying to like fight against that and push that down.
All right. Nite, what is going through David's mind right now?
So I think David, having experienced some of these types of things somewhat directly with the giant creature that ended up hurting Caleb pretty badly, and kind of digging through some of the history of Centralia and some of the stuff that he's seen in his town, and has reliable stories on a lot of these things, is going to be concerned, and knowing that these things are potentially incredibly dangerous, want to be very cautious in how they proceed here. And it also have a little bit of that nervous excitement. It's like first-hand experience at this point of, he's actually seeing it directly for himself and not attached to anybody else at this point.
Alright. Well, all three of you guys see I don't think you see the green flames. I think that's kind of just where the camera is. I think you guys can deduce, at least maybe August can, with I don't know. I think one of you guys probably has decent intelligence, but
I think I do actually.
I suspect all three of us do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you guys, after looking at it a little bit, you can tell by the way the light is flickering that it is, and the way the shadows are, not the shadows like from the light. Not that you can see like people like walking or creatures moving around. It's just kind of how the light is moving off the walls and stuff. You can tell that it is a fire, or at least two. And so, well, what would you guys like to do?
So Caleb, or David, knowing that their mission, Caleb has suddenly shown up. David,
hey guys, I got 5-degree burns, but I'm here.
Go get him, son. David's knowing that their mission is very much about the lights, and you're thinking that the pictures they took earlier are probably sufficient evidence, but knowing that Timmy would probably be laughing at him if he tells him this later for not going in knives blazing, is gonna very hesitantly just say, okay, look, I'm gonna go sneak up there and try to get a visual on what's going on. Just cover me, and kind of keep watch for anything else that might be going on.
Deli turns around and looks at him and is like, what are you talking about? You're not going in there by yourself. That's idiotic. Stop it.
I don't want there to be...
No.
I don't want any noise. No. I can sneak in there.
Well, then we'll be quiet.
I can sneak in there.
You're not going alone.
Okay.
End of story.
Just to the building is fine, but as we go in, I don't want to make any noise.
We can't see upstairs. We're gonna have, if you want pictures, if we need pictures,
there's clearly light up there.
We have to get up the stairs.
There's clearly light up there, so...
Listen, Deli, if he wants to go on his own, that's fine. We can hang back here and keep a perimeter.
All right, well, you can stay here because clearly you're afraid, but I'm going with
keeping
David.
A perimeter.
Yeah, are you?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I'm now security.
Okay.
Okay, so David and Dell, you guys are gonna go to the building, and August, you're gonna stay in there.
I'm going to stand near the car and keep a perimeter.
So, and as they're approaching the building, like David's not gonna have any kind of, it's like no light or anything like that. I don't want to give any sign that we're approaching, and be looking for any potential disturbances around the building as they're approaching that wouldn't have been made by them earlier.
All right. You said you were gonna try to move up there quietly.
Yes.
So give yourself a stealth check.
Okay.
That is a 2 under 50.
Oh, nice. First roll of the night. Let's see. Ooh, okay. That's an 11 under 25.
Also, make sure you're marking these checks that you're succeeding at.
Oh, shoot. I didn't do any of that last time. Okay, it's fine.
So, all right. So, definitely with an extreme success, and what was yours?
It was just a normal success. 11 under 25.
Yep. You guys are able to sneak up there quietly, and as you guys are moving up there, you can hear like the wind, kind of just blowing across and maybe in. Actually, no, you guys can feel the wind coming through the giant hole in the wall that you guys know that's up there as you're walking up the stairs. There's no creak or like the normal sounds that you would hear. Not only from you guys just being quiet, but the fact that this building is all concrete.
Was it
as
windy?
You walk up?
Was it windy or anything like that earlier in the day?
It wasn't windy earlier.
And are we still? So when we ended last, we had like lost all sound. Like there weren't any like animal noises or night noises. Is that still gone?
There's noises, but it's like not the like normal sounds of night.
Okay.
Or,
yeah.
Like it's just like eerily quiet.
Yeah.
Like you guys, like maybe as you're sitting there, like you guys were probably the loudest. Felt like you were the loudest ones there. Like as you know, as you're trying to be quiet in a place, and like you just normal noises or something like that, and it sounds like a million decibels louder than it actually is. That's what it felt like in the car. As maybe David would shift his weight in the back to get a little bit more comfortable, and the car would creak, and you're just like, what the dump? So, but yeah, you guys make your way up there, and you can feel this wind. And Nite, to answer your question in a little bit better, is that there wasn't a strong wind, but it seems that there is a good flow of wind coming out, like coming down the staircase. It's also, I believe I said it's lightly snowing. I think that's what I said. And so you guys make your way up there. And yeah, you guys spot the green flames. There's nothing up there.
Just the green flames?
Well, like nothing out of
I mean, the green
nothing
flames are not
new
normal.
has been added. Besides the green flames.
So nobody visible or anything like that?
No, nothing's visible.
Any changes to the weird glass-eyed humans?
Well, funny you should ask. Because they're not there.
Adele,
We'll roll sanity. Thank you.
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Adele, catches the green flames and then immediately goes to the walls and like grabs David's shoulder and like shakes him a little bit. She's like, she doesn't say anything. She just points at the wall. Okay, and I'll roll sanity.
Well, now David has to roll 2. This is the second time Adele has made another character roll sanity.
I mean, it's also fair.
So
I don't think David would have not been looking at that anyway.
I was gonna get to it, but yeah.
Ooh, that is a 90. That is a 90 over 63.
Oh god.
Shoulda kept the perimeter with me.
You're a great brother, FYI. Just saying.
Thank you.
I also failed with a 50 over 44.
All right, I'm gonna roll some dice here. All right. I didn't determine what color die went to what.
Well, he failed harder.
That really doesn't matter.
It should.
Well, it's okay. I'm gonna re-roll these. So, okay, the black one is for David. Okay, David, you take 3 points of sanity. Adele, you take 2. So you guys gonna keep pushing up forward?
Where are we on the stairs?
You're kind of just right at the top of the stairs.
Okay, so we would be walking into the room at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, not seeing anybody else or any signs of any other life. Yeah, I mean, I definitely would have brought a flashlight up. It just wouldn't have been turned on, crossing and going up because to stay hidden.
So I think what Adele does, even without speaking, as soon as she notices that the humans are gone or the figures are gone, is she flicks on her flashlight and she starts like just wildly around the room, trying to like find if anything is in there. So that's what she's doing. Whatever David is doing, that is what she is doing.
So David, seeing Adele just kind of wildly swinging her flashlight, it's like, stop, just relax. There doesn't appear to be anybody here. It's still deserted.
Where did they go?
So we can see. Are the flames like right where we noticed the char marks before by the drawing of a door?
Yep.
What's really funny with this is I'm also just started the drawing of the 3 with Stephen King, so lots of doors there too. So David's going to start by taking pictures of the flames and the missing wall art people, including. I think David would have a traditional film camera as well as a Polaroid camera, and he'd take some Polaroids of these as well just to see if anything. So he has a quick way of seeing if something shows up on a picture that he can't see directly. And then David's going to start examining the drawing of the door and see if there's any.
Well, I would say before, while you're taking pictures, Adele, after David kind of chastises her for freaking out, she's closes her eyes, takes a deep breath, and then as he's taking pictures, because that'll take him a few seconds, she's gonna walk towards the door and crouch down between, because we said the 2 flames are at the base of the door, right? On the short side.
Yes.
Okay, so she's gonna walk in between the 2 flames, crouch down, and try to just trace with her finger the base of the door and see if anything has changed. So she's doing that while he's taking pictures.
You guys, once you get over the shock of the fun wall people disappearing, you guys both, like as David tells Adele to settle down, and you guys begin to walk in the room, you see that the painting of the door is now a staircase that leads down, and you can walk down it. I need you guys to both roll me sanity again. And I'm going to need a hard success. Because you guys walking in here did not notice. You would have walked past it. This did not go into the second floor.
Oh, yeah. We 100% knew that was not a staircase.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fail.
That is not a hard success. That is a 59 under 60.
Yeah, and I got an 89 over 44.
I'm going to keep the same die. All right. So, you both lose 2 points of sanity.
Okay, what's our threshold for temporary insanity? 5 and a...
I think it's 10 total, 5 all at once.
Okay, 10 total. So I'm at 4 for this session. Okay.
Maybe it is 5. I don't know.
So Adele is like kneeling. Well, I guess if we have to retcon this because like we walked in and stepped and saw this. Yeah.
You guys think about this for a second as we go and visit. And maybe someone can look up the sanity rules to make sure we get that right.
That's what I'm looking for.
As we go and as we go to August. So August, as you are making your perimeter, what exactly are you doing?
So I've got a flashlight, right?
Mm-hmm.
By perimeter, he's mostly standing by the car and darting his flashlight into, dark clumps of trees and shadows around the buildings. So he's not patrolling. He is staying very close to the vehicle.
Okay. So, you're flicking your light back and forth and everything, and your light reflects off of something.
No.
Okay. Do I get more than it's something?
Yeah. So if you
can I do a spot hidden to look closer?
Sure.
Actually, pull up my character sheet. That probably would be a good idea.
Isn't your spot hidden like 90 something?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so
which is why
there's
I'm
always the chance
suggesting.
of failing.
It's 85. All right, that is a 59 under 85.
Okay. So, as you're shining the light back and forth, you pretty much realize like this reflection is very similar to something you saw earlier today. Because if I remember correctly, you were the one that saw
the glass eyes.
The glass eyes, yes.
Yep.
And with that spot hidden, you hear like a snap, like a twig or like some underbrush snapping.
Okay. So August yells out, "Who's there?" And then is like, "David? Jelly?"
And if you... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And like, if you look behind you, this is when you see like the flashlight like like whipping all over the place, like in the upstairs.
Yeah, so he's like, calling out, doesn't get a response, and so is starting to panic a little bit.
Alright. I need to switch the music to something that I would think fits a little bit more.
We're gonna have a chase sequence to the building.
No.
Let's see. I'm also going to do a listen check just to see, since he's kind of like, he's like, after like not seeing anything, he's now kind of standing like stock still, trying to hear if he can hear anybody moving around.
Yeah.
Well, my listen isn't super high, so we'll see. Oh no, that is an 80 over 20.
Yeah, you're too worried, and like maybe what you do here is David like, shh, settle down.
Or all you really hear is thump 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 of Augie's heart.
Yeah. And then you turn back around, and a person is walking out of where you saw, like where you saw the glint. Except, as you look at them, they don't look human. They look human, but they don't look human. At the same time, like something's off. Like whether it's their mouth is a little bit too long, or their eyes are just a little bit too small, or just their arms and body proportions are just seem to be slightly off as they walk towards you. Head kind of tilted to the side, kind of almost like it's attached, but it feels like it's not attached normally. Can you roll me luck?
Have a ton of luck. All right, that is. What is that? Nice. All right, that is 15 under 50.
Okay. And then behind him, 3 more start coming out, like
Oh my gosh.
from different parts of the plate of the shadows. Like as your light is kind of hitting them, and like the little bit of light that's being given off from the fires, as they all kind of look at you like quizzically and everything. But they're not speaking, and they're all dressed in like jeans and flannels, and which putting that together, like real quick, you don't have to roll on this. It's like it is 13 degrees, and they're just walking out in like not heavy winter gear, but they kind of just like stop like on the far side of the car. And just like are quizzically looking at you, at the car, at the flame, like at the where the room where you know that the other 2 are. What are you doing? By the way, roll me sanity.
I also don't have a lot of sanity.
I'll just roll well.
I'm rolling well. That's 22 under 39.
Okay. Yeah, this is more unsettling, but not.
So after seeing this, August is going to loudly exclaim just a nope, and turns around and like dashes for the building that Deli and David are in.
So yeah, you guys are going back up to Caleb and not Caleb. It's confusing because I look over at all the characters and it's like August, Caleb. I'm gonna have to make like another tab of retired / dead.
Yeah.
So yeah, where Adele and David are up there, and it's like you guys, like before you can even think of anything and inspecting further, you just hear like as August burst up in the stairs, and well, what are you saying, August?
So he's kind of out of breath because he's a scientist. He's not an athlete. And so he's like trying to catch his breath, and he's like,
Augie.
gasping, like, people, woods,
What?
coming.
I think David, seeing how rapidly Augie is running up the stairs towards them, and how panicked he seems and everything, is going to move to the stairs and just kind of like the stairs that came up originally, not the spooky stairs, to be very, very clear where David is going, and shine his light down the stairs and see if there's any signs of anything following this very panicked Augie.
And like Deli like comes over, like she like turns around and like puts like kind of grabs him by the shoulders, and she's like, hey, it's okay. What are you talking about? What do you mean? People, what do you mean?
So he's starting to catch his breath a little bit, and he's like, we need to go. There is a group of people coming out of the woods, and something's not right. They're weird. We need to get out of here.
Well, are they by the car?
I don't know. Where were they in relation to the car, Dave?
They I'll say like they weren't like on it, but we'll say within 3 to 5 feet, like but in like kind of a semicircle, like
So
a wide
surrounding the car.
semicircle. Yeah. Not like a tight semicircle. Like
Yeah.
It's I don't know. The closest one was only like 3 to 5 feet, but like the rest of the other 3 that came out are like kind of, they're spread out a little bit with like no rhyme or reason. But yeah, the first one is only like a couple feet away from the car when August last left.
Right. Okay.
So
yeah. So he's like they were close to the car. I don't know where they're at now. I don't know if they followed me. But you're right. We probably can't go back to the car. We need to barricade ourselves in. And he starts like panically kind of running from room to room, looking for like stuff that he can throw, in front of the door, basically.
This is it. There's no walls.
Yes, I know.
So while he's freaking out, David, you flash your light down there, and it's like you like at first, like out of the corner, like if you're just kind of like waving your light back around, like you don't need to do a spot hidden or anything. Your light reflects off of like the same thing where it felt like there was glass, like the glass eyes in there, and then once you kind of open it up a little bit more, you see like what looks like a mother and child holding hands. That is like, they're like wearing summer clothes, and they just kind of look up at you with their eyes kind of shining, like reflecting the light, and like their skin, like same thing, like they look human but don't at the same time, and their skin, like since these ones are a little bit closer, their skin is almost like a shade wrong.
So
Okay.
David's gonna call down. 'Cause I'm assuming they're like at the bottom of the stairs at this point.
Why are we talking to them?
So
Yeah.
Caleb's gonna, since they seem to be approaching, Caleb's gonna call down and say, "Whoever you are, just stay there. What do you want?"
They're standing, like they're not moving. Like as you're watching them, they're not moving. They're just kind of there.
So I mean, still, because they're like they seem to have been chasing anyway. Like, David's still gonna call down and like, just stay there. What do you want?
And they kind of just move their heads like in sync, like just slowly back and forth, just staring up at you.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Dave, remind me. This floor, this was the house, or this was the building that had no walls.
Yes.
Like there were no rooms.
Yeah, this is the one where everything was completely open except for like a few weight bearing supports.
Okay. Are there areas of this like room that are darker in shadow?
Probably the ones that are like behind the staircase, like closer to the staircase, since the fire is on the far end.
Okay, so Deli hears David talking, and like it's like, so she's like paying attention to August, and then like hears him talking, and she like snaps back around and like sees down the stairs, and like, oh no, and she like grabs David, and she's like, nope, we have to hide, and she like tries to scan the room for like the darkest corner.
There's
and
no hiding here.
And, like,
there's no hiding here, Del. We can't hide from this.
Well, I don't know what other plan you have, because I'm not facing a weird, creepy, glass-eyed human. Maybe they're trying to get down the stairs. If we let them do their thing, then they'll leave us alone.
Well, right now they're not moving, so like I'm not gonna run and hide.
She's like
panic.
pulling David. Like this is a conversation. She's pulling him to a dark
David's
corner.
not moving. David's not moving at this point. Like David's basically staring, listening to Del, but very much staring down these creatures to try to get a sense for what they might want. And so with that, David's gonna kind of like, we're not gonna be able to just hide from this. Whatever they are, if they're after us, they're gonna find us regardless. And David's gonna call down the stairs again, like, do you want the stairs?
And like they just kind of slowly in sync move their heads to the other side as they stare up at you, unmoving except for their heads. I think this would.
I get a bit of a weeping angel vibe to these creatures.
As long as we stare at them, they can't hurt us.
I mean, I'm not saying I think that's
Deli
necessarily what they
says
are, but that's just kind of the vibe that I'm feeling at the moment.
Yeah, so Deli, like I'm also imagining that we're kind of like whisper talking to each other at this point too, unless you're like talking directly to them. And so she like angrily whisper talks at him, like, so what is your plan? That we just stay in a freaking staring match all night? It is 13 degrees out here.
I don't know yet.
Well, we can't just stand here.
I'm trying to figure out what they might be wanting at the moment, and we can't hide. I don't think we can hide. I don't feel like we're going to be able to hide from these things.
Well, standing here in a staring face-off is not going to work either.
From inside the building, you hear Augie like loud whisper, "Less talking, more barricading."
She like calls out of her shoulder. She's like, clearly there's nothing we can barricade with. I need your brain right now, so get it together. We need a plan to get out of here.
August, I was just gonna say, you as you're looking around, you know from earlier there's nothing up here to barricade, but there is a new way out.
Not even an option. Hasn't even crossed his mind.
I was gonna say, has August even clocked the stairs? Like,
that's what I was wondering. Has August even noticed that there's new stairs?
Probably not. No.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna say not at the moment. The way he's looking for barricade and stuff that isn't there.
Yeah, so I guess Deli's just like looking around to see like she does not feel like David is being helpful right now, so she's just gonna try and take stock of the room. To be honest, she does consider the stairs for a hot second. both out of curiosity and just feeling very trapped. How far, like how high up are we? Is the second floor? Is this like a jumpable thing, or like are we gonna break a leg?
It's. Sorry, I'm like trying to open up a file and it doesn't open up very big. That's not where I wanted to go. It would be a dangerous jump, but just mainly due to the ground around it.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not like a guarantee that we can all get out that way.
I don't think I see August even attempting such a jump.
Probably not.
No, in your like panic, frenetic.
I mean,
mindset.
we would have to there would have to be something rushing into the building, and there's like no way out.
Can we see? Well, the wall. There are no walls on some of these, right? Can we see out?
Yeah, there's the big wall that's next to the green fire.
Okay, so Deli's gonna walk over to the wall and like shine her flashlight out. She's looking for the group of people that August saw.
Yeah.
Can I see them?
Yeah.
How many?
There's still the 4 there, kind of in the same spot, but but they're all kind of looking up at you.
So they haven't moved.
Correct.
So Deli says to David, I don't know if it's about staring at them. It looks like they're exactly the way August left them, and we haven't been looking at them.
I don't know either, but I'm just trying to figure out what they might be up to. David's... Let's see.
Just as
David's
a reminder, because it's new. Sorry, I don't want to take away your thing, but remember, everyone has rune magic, so make sure you like.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, like you guys.
Yes, we
would
definitely
have
would
this,
do more of
so.
more.
Okay.
Yeah, so just make sure you're checking that and seeing if whatever runes you have, if they would fit. But go ahead, Nite. Sorry to interrupt.
So David's going to call down to these creatures again that were at the bottom of the stairs. Would you like to come upstairs and go down the mysterious stairway? And just see if they make any signs of movement or reaction other than just the head bobbing.
This sounds like a psychology roll. It's psychology, as it says, a perception skill common to all humans, allows the user to study an individual and form an idea of another person's motives and character. I could make a concealed one, but yeah.
That is a 16 under 40.
Alright. So, you... like, as you say this question, like, their heads, like, slowly move back to the other side. And from that success, it's like, you don't know if talking, or from what you can gather, like, they can understand, like, speech, but you're not 100% sure if they're fully comprehending and like understanding what you're saying. It's almost like they are studying.
Is there anything else I can tell about these creatures just from looking at them and their behavior at this point?
Right now they're standing like super still, just kind of what David is assuming is just observing you. I'm gonna say if you want to get close, if you want more information or stuff, you're gonna have to get closer.
Yeah,
There's just not, you're not having enough light to get like a full picture.
Yeah, I don't think David's willing to touch or ideally even allow these things to touch him or anyone else.
So, what is August doing? Have you stopped running around the room? What's happening with you?
Yeah,
so I think
I mean,
so I think Deli says to August, she's like, "Hey, they're not chasing us. I don't know what they're doing, but they're not chasing us. So we're good. Take a breath."
Yeah, so like this point he's kind of like the initial panic's like stopped, and so like seeing that they're not coming, he's kind of like watching, but from like kind of like back down the hall a little ways.
There is no hall, it's one open room.
The whole building's like one open room?
We're upstairs. The upstairs is just an open room.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then in that case he's kind of like looking out a window.
Well, there's the
like,
big
kind of like
hole. Yeah, but yeah, you can see kind of the same thing as
So you're with me, essentially. You're with me at the hole in the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he maybe once he calms down a little bit, he can say, "That's exactly where I saw them."
So Deli says, she's like, "All right, here's how I see it. We have a few options. We can make a mad dash, try to push past this weird duo at the bottom of the steps and make it to our car. We can try to jump and hope we don't break a leg. Or," and she like slowly turns around and like points at the stairs. She's like, "Or we can go see what's down there and maybe there's a way out."
August once again just gives a nope, not gonna happen.
Or we can move back into the corner and see if these creatures will just come up the stairs and go down.
Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now, David?
Maybe they just want to get to these stairs. I can't tell.
What I said 2 minutes ago, and you
Yeah,
were
but
not listening to me.
I mean, the problem is if we just move out of the way and they do come up the stairs, there's nothing to. We wouldn't be able to do anything to stop them at that point, and we lose the control of the stairs.
Well, we can still jump. I mean, I think that's the best plan. That was the plan that I had from the beginning.
What, jumping off the building?
No, letting them come.
We can try.
There's clearly a connection, right? They were on the walls, and this door was closed. There's stairs now, and they're moving. It has to be connected.
I mean, they seem to just be standing there, too, so it's... So I think David's going to move back a ways from the stairs at this point. Not, like, still keeping a close eye on the stairs, but not where he can see down the stairs anymore. And move out of the line between the two staircases.
And Deli grabs August's arm and, like, pulls him into that back shadowy corner that she initially was trying to get David to go into. So essentially I'm imagining it. Dave, you can like move us if you need to, but like, you know, Flame's stairwell, we're like in the back corner here. So we're like diagonal to like where they would come up and go down the stairs if they're going to.
Mm-hmm. Hey. And you guys, is everyone kind of in that back corner?
I don't think David is.
Yeah, I think David is still, would be somewhere in between the two stairways, but not directly in the line.
Okay.
It's just like a ways off the line between them, but not like, not hiding, not being super obvious, but not hiding, not heavily hiding at this point either.
you guys kind of go in that area and you sit there and wait. And wait. And wait. And it seems like nothing is changing. And oh man, this is gonna probably be pretty bad because now my brain's like, I don't remember the time I said when everything was popping off. I think I said like
9:45. I got you. 9:45.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm pretty sure I said 9:45. Do any of you guys wear a watch?
I would guess
imagine
so.
David does for sure.
I would think August does too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go a close up as the pretty much like our camera goes and like slowly goes towards the siblings in the corner. And I'm just gonna stop the music now. It's like pretty much like as the music fades out instead of an abrupt but all we hear is like the breathing as everyone's trying to hold their breath and maybe stay quiet as it slowly zooms in on David's wrist to show, not David, I didn't say David, August's wrists to show his watch clicking over to 10 o'clock. And it cuts to black. And we'll see you guys next week. Merry Christmas.
Merry Starry Christmas.
It's Santa's elves.
That would be less creepy than whatever those things were.
You
I don't know. Off
didn't
of the
watch
shelf
some of the
is,
Christmas movies I saw.
I know, that's true. That is true. Well, that was a scary one.
Yep, completely different vibe. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. These guys have to go have nightmare dreams now.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.